Hi everyone, it's Vicky. I am working on my yarn stash. I'm trying to knit down all the yarn that I've got stored away in tubs. I'm doing a good job. I've pulled out my knitting machine. This is a Prym maxi and it's got 44 hooks, and I've been knitting up beanies. So I've made a few already, and I thought I'll put the camera on this time and film it. Mostly so that I can remind myself to use this knitting machine. I think a lot of us have bought these beautiful products that we've packed away and we've forgotten about. So it was time to pull out the knitting machine and use up some of that stash and make some hats. The hats are adult sized and each hat uses 60 grams of yarn. I'm using 100% wool to make this one, and I didn't have 60 grams left. I had, I think, 49 grams of the grey and 40 grams of the green. So I used the 49 grams of the grey, and then I used 15 grams of the green. And I did have a scale just next to me while I was doing this so that I could get my weights right. I don't find that measuring the tube works for me, because sometimes the yarn will stretch differently. So I find that weighing the yarn and knitting it from the weight is the best way that I can do it. And I'm using double knit. So the cast on edge was that grey part, and that one you can just tug on that thread and it will draw all those stitches in together and you won't drop anything. The cast off edge, which is the last edge that I knitted, was that green edge, and that one I go around and I pick every stitch up with that needle and I sew through the stitch, and that way it doesn't unravel. As you can see, I go through it again now with my needle just to sew it twice. And what you can see I'm doing on the green side, I do the same thing on the grey side, and then I turn it inside out. Well, sort of. I fold it in half and I put half on the inside and half on the outside. And then I'm going to join those beginning and ending threads together. I'm going to tie a few knots and I'm going to thread them down inside the hat. Because the hat is 2 layers, I leave my loose threads in the middle of those 2 layers where you can't see them. I think these hats look great on their own, but you can also add a pom-pom, and I would add it now after I've finished hiding this thread inside the hat. And my hat is done. Thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye.